Good morning, students. Welcome to the first lesson of literature. And today we are going to start with the poem Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time has been a climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark where there aren't been no light. So, boy, don't you turn back, 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going. Honey is still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Students, this poem, Mother to Son, which is written by Langston Hughes, he had written it in 1920. It was first published in 1922 in The Crisis, a magazine published by the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, one of the oldest and most important civil rights organizations in the United States. The poem is thus intimately tied to the struggles of the Black community during the first half of the 20th century. Let's know something more about Langston Hughes. He was an American novelist, playwright, and short story writer. Hughes also wrote columns for newspapers and is perhaps best known for his jazz poetry, which is all about rhythm and improvisation, and which employs the use of repetitive phrases just like jazz music. Through his uplifting poems, Hughes wished to show that his people, African Americans, were valuable and had much to offer the country. His poetry reflects the diversity of African Americans within the USA and emphasizes their pride and identity. In this poem, Hughes put himself in the place of a mother, speaking to her son with words of encouragement. During that period, there were laws across the country that limited where Black people could live and work. Black communities were forced to attend separate schools and to live in separate neighborhoods. These schools and neighborhoods were frequently cramped, crowded, and unsafe. As a result, these laws not only separated white and black communities, but they also made it much harder for black people to survive and thrive. During these difficult years, civil rights organizations like the NAACP sprang up. These organizations tried to change the laws that made it legal to treat black people as second class citizens. Some of them also worked to improve the conditions in black neighborhoods and schools. Other organizations took more radical approaches to segregation, and whether Hughes himself totally agrees with the speaker of Mother to Son is up for debate. The message, what he gives from Mother to Son poem, is a dramatic monologue. In a dramatic monologue, the poet takes on the voices of another person. In Mother to Son, the poet speaks in the voice of a black mother. Over here, black mother refers to American African. She describes the struggles and obstacles she faced in a racist society, and she gives advice to her son about how to survive those obstacles. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Over here, crystal stair indicates luxury and delicacy. Hughes contrasts this symbol of privilege with images of roughness. Mother compares life to a flight of stairs. Life has not been beautiful, transparent, or easy for the mother. It hasn't been an easy climb. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up. Tacks and splinters are hazards that can cause pain, just like hazards in life. The mother explains to her son that walking these stairs is not always easy. She is contrasting her own life against one that is easy to progress through. The torn up boards represent damage, obstacles, and hardship in life. It is dangerous to live her life, and more often than not, each step presents something new to fear. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up. Tacks over here means a short nail with flat head, as you can see in the picture. Splinters, sharp piece of wood, which you can see a small splinter in the skin of this person's finger, and places with no carpet on the floor bare. This creates the image of being cold, naked, and isolated. It creates a mood of loneliness. The fact that boards are missing from the stairs speaks to the lack of support she received or to the missing links in her own understanding of what she should do next. The last lines add to the already painful and at times scary staircase she has described, but all the time as being a climbing on. Now, these two lines push the ideas of consistency and endurance in life. The ability to continue to climb it same way, even though it is painful or difficult for a long period of time, and reach in landings and turning corners. Now, this represents achieving goals in life. The landing is a point of triumph or to achieve success. Turning corners means trying new things. When you climb staircase, you find some place where after climbing you have to walk a little. Few steps you walk, then again you climb, then again few steps you walk. So the poet says that these turning corners means you can try new things, or it's a place where you achieve success. Students, that's all with the explanation for the day. Rest of the poem I will explain you in the next lesson. Thank you.